is no, not a factor. Ma'am, I am done with the question. It's not a factor. Let's check it. So if you have attended my class from polynomial, I always explain that x plus 1 divided with the other 6 cube minus x square. Okay, we understand. If factor means if it will divide this dividend completely, that's called factor, right? 2 is a factor of 6. That means when we will divide 6 by 2, it will divide it completely and the remainder will be 0. Okay, so we understand that. That's why at first we find the 0 of the this divisor. 0 of this polynomial will be x plus 1 is equals to 0 and x value will be minus 1. This x value, that is minus 1, is called the 0 of this polynomial. Now this x value we will substitute in this dividend part and we will see what is the answer. If answer is 0, that means the remainder is 0. Okay, let's substitute it. If it is not 0, that means the remainder is any other number, hence that was not a factor. So let's substitute minus 1 cube minus minus 1 2 plus root 2 minus 1 plus root 2. Here we are having minus 1. Here we are having minus 1. Minus plus 2 plus root 2. Okay, plus root 2. Yes. Due to this root 2, yes, we can see that it's not a factor. Whenever we have to check whether this is a factor of that or not, what we will do, we will find the 0 of that polynomial, we will substitute it in the other polynomial, and if we will check whether the outcome is coming as a 0 or not. If that is 0, yes, it's a factor. If that is not 0, no, it's not a factor. Okay, so here it's not a factor because the final result is 2 root 2. Root 2 plus root 2 is 2 root 2. Let's continue. Anyone having any confusion over here?
No, ma'am.
No. Find the value of A. So that x minus 1 is a factor of ax square minus 2x plus. minus 1 on a, okay, we'll be checking. Yes, rest of the student, is it done? Yes.
Ma'am, just 1 second.
Okay, everyone is getting the same. Let's done, Tejas, done everyone.
1 second.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do. Okay, let's do it. Everyone is getting the same. So x minus 1 is a factor. That means x value from here we will find, that is 1. We will substitute it over here and we will say the result will be 0. Since it's a factor, of course, after putting this value over here, the result must be 0. That is the condition for the factor. So we will substitute it over here. We are getting a into 1 square is just minus root 2 plus 1 is equals to 0. A is root 2 will go to other side, it will become plus. Plus 1 will go to other side, it will become minus.
Ma'am.
This is the value of a factor. How we will check it? Whatever polynomial is given, take out the x value from here, substitute it in the given polynomial, the other polynomial, and check whether the result is coming out as a 0 or not. That's how we will check whether it's a factor or not. And if it is already given in the question that yeah, it's a factor, then what we will do? We will take the value, we will substitute, and equals to 0 we will write by ourselves because we know it's a factor. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue. Just a second. Okay, no worries. Here we are solving. Uh, Here we are discussing polynomials. Irshad. Okay, I have given two questions already. I'll be giving more. Let's do the next one. Let me give the next question. Splitting the middle term we were discussing in the previous class. Now I am going to give you a question. Let's see whether you are able to do it or not. Because exactly this type of question to come in class 10. But the same concept, splitting the middle term, if that is clear to you, then you will be able to think about it. So let me give it to you. Factorize. Split the middle term. Each and every step you have to perform the step which you perform while splitting the middle term. Of course, it is quadratic polynomial, right?
Yes.
Where A is 1, B is, anyone please unmute yourself and tell me quick, what is B and what is C?
3 root 3b and c is 6.
Perfect. A is 1, A is 1, B is 3 root 3 positive, and C is 6.
0.
We know this much, and then we will proceed to the splitting of middle term. Try it. Great. Now you have already done. Okay. Let other student try it, then we'll be discussing it.
Bracket x plus root 3 bracket x plus 2 root 3.
Yes, we'll be checking on it. Okay. Then I also need to check what will be the answer. So we'll be discussing it over. Okay, you are not getting it, no worries, we'll be discussing it. Let's discuss it. Okay, if you already know do it? Wait, let's discuss it. I want to explain it. Okay. So what we will do at first, ABC is already known to us. ABC is already known to us. A is 1, B is 3 root 3 and C is 6. And splitting the middle term, first step is multiply A with C. That is 6. Now split the 6 by using two such factors so that by adding or subtracting both the factor we will be getting the middle term. Okay, so let's split it. We need the middle term, like a factor over here, another factor over here. By adding both two or maybe by subtracting both two, we must get the middle term 3 root 3. Yes or no? That is the concept, right? Okay. So are you able to understand the first chapter? First chapter already we have discussed number system, and there we have realized that root 3 number, like if we need, just a second, there we have already realized that 5, for example, 5 root 2 plus 3 root 2 is 8 root 2. Okay. Similarly, 5 root 2 minus 3 root 2 is 2 root 2. So what I am trying to show, that if you need the result as if you need root 2 in the result, of course your both the factors must be having root 2. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you need root 3, root 5, root 7, two such number added together must generate 3 root 3. So root 3, that means both the number must have root 3, then only added both of them will give root 3 in the result part also. Okay.
2 root 3 plus 3 root 3.
Yes. So from here we are realizing that we must add or subtract two such number, maybe addition, maybe subtraction, but both must have root 3 and root 3 along with them, then only the result will be 3 root 3. Yes or no? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that means while doing the factorization we have to be specific. When we are breaking this 6, we must be specific that the first factor must contain root 3, the second factor also must contain root 3, both must contain root 3, and along with root 3 any other number can be there, it's fine, but root 3 must be reflecting in both, then only we will add both of them or will subtract both of them and the result will have root 3. Now see here, you are trying to factorize 6, you are trying to break this 6, and already you have decided that root 3 is required. That means 3 already we are having in hand. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Already we are having in hand 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
3 multiplied with which number is 6?
2.
2.
2.
Then we need to make 2 over here. Can we take 2 root 3 and 1 root 3? Let's multiply and check. 2 root 3 and just root 3. Will it get multiplied and give 6? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Both
Yes, ma'am.
added together is creating the
Ma'am,
middle
I
term.
tried that, but I didn't.
It's not working. It's not working. Okay, no worries. So if we will be taking 2 root 3 over and just root 3 over, just root 3 over, let's check whether it is working or not. It may work, it may not work. If it is not working, that means we have taken the wrong factors. Maybe there is one more possibility, like two possibilities are there. One of them we have taken which is not working, and the other we need to figure it out, which will work over here. Of course, there is one which will work over here. Okay. So if we will be taking 2 root 3 and just root 3, both we have to create plus 3 root 3, no? That means both added together. 2 root 3 plus root 3 is 3 root 3. I will explain, I will summarize everything. But first, let's check whether it is working or not. And to me, it seems like, yeah, it is working. Let me explain. Here, A, B, C, we have found that first A is 1, B is 3 root 3, C is 6. Then we have multiplied A with C, we got 6. Now, what we do, we try doing the factorization of 6, and then with the help of both the factor, by adding together or by subtracting together, we try creating the middle term. Here at first only the middle term, we can see that that is having root 3 term. Okay, root 3 is there in the middle term. That means both the factor of AC, that is 6, must have root 3 and root 3 along with that. Then only we will add this 2 number, or we will subtract this 2 number, and the result will be having root 3. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have taken, okay, this is a box, this is a box. The first box is having root 3, another box is also having root 3. Now what else? ध्यान से देखो,
Ma'am, 2.
समझ में आ रहा है कि रूट थ्री मिलके तो ऑलरेडी 3 बना रहा है. Root 3 into root 3 is already making 3, and we are factorizing 6. That means 2 more we need to multiply 2. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we figured it out that 2 root 3 and 1 root 3 is making 3 root 3, and it is also multiplied together is making 6. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Ma'am,
far,
what
Yes,
about
ma'am.
X?
yes, X will be taken. Is it crystal clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now what we will do? We will take the common. From the first 2 term, it is very simple to see. X is common factor, and we are left with X plus 2 root 3. Now what is common from the next 2 term? चलो check करते हैं क्या common. Class, there is a concept in class. In your previous class, maybe you have learned, or before that, I cannot. I need to check. This type of factorization, have you learned? X y, x cube y square, x cube y cube z, x cube p y square. Okay, y to the power 4. And let's find the common factor. Common factor we have to find. Then what we used to do? Xy means x into y. X cube y square means separately we used to do. That time addition subtraction concept was not introduced. X cube y means x into x into x into y into x cube y cube. Z means x into x into x, y by y into z. And the other one was x cube. Let me give a smaller this xpy, just that. Okay. X into common factor we have to find. X is here, x is here, x is here. 1x.
Y.
Y is here, y is here, y is here, and yeah, here. So y. Anything else? Anything else which is a common factor from all? Anything else which is a common factor from all?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
This way you have learned the concept of taking out the common factor. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's try taking common factor from the next two terms, root 3x and 6. We will be using this method only. Root 3x and 6. Root 3x means root 3 into x. 6 means 2 into 3. Is there any common factor? No. But we know that this 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
कब ये करना है?
Yes.
कब ये करना है? जब दूसरे वाले टर्म में रूट टर्म रिफ्लेक्ट हो तो then only we will be breaking our number in root term. We are not going to break this 2 as a root 2 into root 2. No. Why we are doing this? Because the first term is having root 3. Then we are thinking, is it possible to break it even more? And then we realize, yeah, it is possible. We can write this 3 as a root 3 to root 3. Now the question is, what is the common factor and who will say what is the common factor?
Ma'am, x root 3.
Root 3 is the common factor? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me remove this term. You will not get confused. See, 6 means 2 into root 3 into root 3. Root 3x means root 3 into x. What is the common factor? Common factor is root 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And here only you will be able to see what is the remaining term. Tell me, what is the remaining term? X, and 2 root 3. Yes or no? Yes or no? पहले वाले टर्म से क्या बचा? x. दूसरे वाले टर्म में क्या लेफ्ट ओवर टर्म्स है? 2 root 3. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's write
Yes,
it
ma'am.
over here. When we will be breaking it like this, when already one term is there which is having a square root term, then only we will think that is it possible to factorize it even more? Then we will do such thing. Okay, if you want, you can do it in the rough part, and you realize that here root 3 is the common factor. And what is left? X. What is left in the other term? 2 root 3. Are we having exactly same in both the bracket? Yeah. That means we are on the right track. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
This question will only be crystal clear to you when you understand splitting the middle term very well. Okay? If that is still not clear, then there you need to practice question. Leave this type of question and first practice splitting the middle term question. And we are having x plus 2 root 3 in one bracket and the other bracket x plus root 3. Any confusion so far?
No, ma'am.
No.
Let me summarize what
No.
we did. Let me summarize. Yes, this is what you have got. Anam, right? What you have got, Anam? X plus 2 root 3. Yeah. Anam has also done. Yes, Anam. You have got this. Let me summarize it. What we did over here. X square plus 3 root 3x plus ACB multiplied, that is 6. We tried factorizing 6, but keeping in mind that root 3 must be there with both of them. When we have taken root 3 with both of the factors, we realize that 3 already we are having in hand, 2 more we need. There we realize that 2 root 3 plus 1 root 3 is making 3. And we did the factorization. We have taken common factor from the first two terms, that is x, and we are left with x plus 2 root 3. We were not sure how to take the common factor from the next two terms. We used the very basic concept which we have learned in the lower classes. Separately, we saw that there is a term that is root 3 which is common, and if we will take that, we will left with x plus 2 root 3, and hence our final answer is x plus 2 root 3 and x plus 2. Is it crystal clear to all of you?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue.
can you scroll up once? Yes,
Done. Can I scroll down?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This name of son, and I have seen this student in our class. Can anyone help me recalling what is the name of this student?
Which one, ma'am?
Do you see it?
Ma'am,
Afsan.
Najumuddin Abdul Rashid. Ma'am, it's Farhan.
No, it's not Abdul Rashid. See, prove that. Okay, let's do this question. A cube plus 6ab plus p cube is 8. If p is 2 minus a, then prove that this is 8. Yes, Tejas,
Yes, ma'am.
Irshad,
Yes,
Tejas,
ma'am.
Farhan. Farhan, with you I have discussed this chapter in detail. Irshad, Rumaisha,
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah. Yes, these are the students. You need to go through all the formulas which is mentioned in this chapter. That
Okay.
means the formula of
Algebra.
a plus b whole square, yeah, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, or x plus y whole cube, x minus y whole cube, x square. These are just the formulas. Okay, in our batch also, when I have taken the class like elaborately by explaining each and every concept in deeply, then also the formula part I have not explained. I told my student that this is the formula, and this formula basically we are getting from distributive property only. Okay, when you will multiply a plus b with a plus b, definitely whatever we are having in hand, the formula, you will be getting the same. So we don't prove the formula part. I just write it on the screen and then we start solving the question. You have to go through all the formula from the book. Here we are solving the question.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
And if you want me to send the formula, I will send it to you. So first let me know whether you will be you can take it out all the formula from the book, or I need to send it.
Ma'am, better you send us.
Okay, so I will send to you all. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Here you are supposed to use this formula. I am giving the a minus b or x minus y whole cube, whatever you say. A cube minus b cube minus 3ab in bracket a minus b. This formula you need to use it. Okay, after substituting the value, maybe you will encounter this type of scenario where you are supposed to use this formula, and the elaborated version of this formula is a cube minus a 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b2. So exactly this is the formula and this is just the expanded form. Who is Sean and yes, please unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Sazia. Yeah. Yes, I was recalling that who is actually yes. Okay.
Okay.
This is the question we are having, Sazia. P is 2 minus a, then prove that this. And the formula I have mentioned below that this formula can be useful over here. Now only I was telling to all the students that formula part, I just write it on the screen and then we solve the question in our actual batch also. So here also, I was asking that you need to go through all the formula which is mentioned in your book and then here of course we are solving the questions. Now Tejas said that if I will send the formula that will help you. So I will collect all the formula and will send by tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it? Yes, Irshad. I will send to all the students of mine. Okay, whoever have joined over here, 9th M1, 9th M2, I will send to everyone. Okay, it will help you. You will keep the formula in one place. It will help you while solving the question. But yeah, you need to memorize it. Welcome, Irshad. Are you done with this one? Let's do it together. Let's solve it together. A cube plus 6AP plus P cube. A cube as it is plus 6AP, 6A, and P is 2 minus plus PQ. Let's do it. AQ 12A minus 6A square plus PQ. I can see PQ where, I can see AQ where. P plus A, P minus A, maybe, may not be. Okay, here P value I have not substituted. Wait. 2 minus A whole cube we must substitute over. 2 minus A whole cube. Okay, formula is A cube, that is 2 times 4, 2 times 8, minus B cube minus 3AP, 3AP times A minus B. We have written the formula over here. See, you are lasting P cube at last or at first only. Doesn't matter, both are negative. Just it is negative. Okay, this formula we have used this one. B cube you are writing at last or just after A cube, doesn't matter. Why? Because integer chapter you have learned minus 3 plus 4 minus 5 or minus 3 minus 5 plus 4 is the same thing. Okay, let's continue.
Yes.
A cube, we can see it is cancelling out. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
We are left with 12A minus 6A square plus 8 is still there, minus 6 2 times 12 minus 12A and minus 6A minus A will be plus 6A square. Yes or no?
We can cancel them.
Yes.
Minus 12A and minus 6A square and plus 6 square.
8 is the remaining. Is it difficult?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you just need to know the formula. If you know the formula, then this is very simple. So yeah, one more class I will take and then we will be done with this chapter. Before that, I will send you. Yes, before that, I will send you the formula to everyone. I'll send. And yeah, yes, to Tejas,
Yes,
Sadia,
ma'am.
Irshad, and
Yes, ma'am.
just a second. Let me check who else. Am I leaving anyone? Rumaisha and yeah, these are the students. Start solving question from NCRT. Okay, exercise 1, exercise 2, polynomials. Okay, and next class you are going to tell me in which concept, in which question you have struggled.
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, accordingly I will decide how many more classes I will give to